guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. For today's video, we are continuing Better Call Saul with Season 3, Episode 7, Expenses. So the only thing that I can imagine expenses would be about is either Mike talking about the expenses that he has in terms of taking care of his daughter-in-law and grandchild, as well as maybe Jimmy, oh my goodness gracious, I don't know, I got Saul in my head right now. So I think that it could also be the expenses that Jimmy needs to like make up for in order to pay rent, because he doesn't really have an income. So I cannot wait to continue. If you guys are interested in watching my full-length reaction, be sure to check out my Patreon. I'll be linking that down below for those of you who want to check it out and support the channel. I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into Better Call Saul Season 3, Episode 7, Expenses. Wait, that's not Kim. Wait! I just saw the blonde ponytail. I was like, that's Kim. Literally. And then she continued to stay really small as she approached, and I was like, that's not Kim. Oh, okay. Alright. Community service. I said it looks like Williamsburg. Oh my god, if it was a photo op.
Name?
James McGill.
Bring your card.
You got a coffers.
Sign there.
Can I read it first?
It's just a waiver. We're not responsible if you hurt yourself.
He's a lawyer, it's what he's used to. I think community service would be nice, like doing little cleanups here and there. You're helping the community, you're doing a service. One of my best friends, she said it herself, she was like, Vicky, I think one of your forms of therapy is cleaning. When I get stressed, get overwhelmed, I just love to clean because it like clears out all the bad, right? And you're in a better headspace. Oh, that's a pee bottle! That's a pee bottle! Sorry, I just didn't expect to see a pee bottle.
Good morning, Saul Goodman Productions. We do it all. We write it, shoot it, get you on the air for one low, low price. Yes, well, our rates are... Sorry, that was one of our trucks. Our usual rate is one commercial, one airing, $850. We have a one-time special, 7 commercials, 7 airings for $4,600. And we can... Hello?
They said nope. Hang up.
2 months ago, I paid for a full year, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm not going to be a lawyer for the next 12 months. And I'd like to speak to someone about a refund. But yeah, well then may I please speak to someone who can make a decision?
I feel like this isn't the place for this. I would wait till you get home. What was that? Was that just a bag of food? We're not done. There's garbage right there. I'd be like, at least I need to finish up this area.
Wait a minute, this says 30 minutes. We were out here for 4 hours.
You were on your phone.
Yup. Oh.
You knew the rules when you signed up.
Dang.
Here, I have to be able to conduct business to earn a living.
No. Think of community service as your jail time.
I mean, who do you think you are? We're out here for the good of the great city of Albuquerque,
No one's gonna
not
listen.
for you. Am I right?
Like his job, though?
Dude, are you gonna get in the van or what?
30 minutes, that's not right. You can do better than that.
We could make it 0.
Ooh, that was good. That was... He's not the one to mouth off to. I see both sides. But at the same time, if you're multitasking. Like, he was cleaning up trash. He was doing his job. But I guess they're using this as actual punishment, so... If he knew the rules when he signed up, gotta follow the rules. Jimmy's always gonna be a rule breaker, huh? Oh, he's taking a wet wipe shower, gotcha. Come on, do it in the car, Jimmy! Isn't this like public indecency? Can he get charged for this?
Come on, come on!
Nice.
So come on down to Duke City Recliners and put your feet up, mention this ad, and get 10% off your first purchase.
He looks so uncomfortable.
Hold up. I want to do one more. I want you to connect more with the audience. Look into that lens and see a friend. Can you do that?
My friend Ron.
Great. Look into that lens and see Ron. And
Hi,
just
Ron.
Two guys just chatting about chairs.
Jimmy has a way of making people feel relaxed.
Action.
So come on down to Duke City Recliners and put your feet up. Mention this ad and get 10% off your first purchase.
Very nice.
Great.
Love that. Good job. He really sold it to Ron.
Remember that other offer we discussed? More commercials at the discounted rate?
Love the idea of more commercials, but I just can't swing it. My wife didn't want me to do this one. I only have enough to pay for the one.
I like you, and I want to help. So if you sign up right now for our
It's not-
elite
he's not gonna
package,
swing it.
that's 7 commercials. I think we can do the whole thing for $500 per commercial.
He's a really good salesperson.
Any chance you could do it on credit?
No,
He said that he can't do it.
no, I can't.
You gotta respect that, Jimmy.
Sorry.
Let me get your money for this one.
Can we make this easier? Just split it 4 ways?
Split it 4. I'll split you 4 ways. Don't they teach you capitalism in that school of
Just
yours?
saying, we got expenses.
This is money I've already spent on airtime for that commercial. $104.95 for writing, directing, producing, client outreach, sales, transpo, all of it.
I get it.
Okay, electric. I paid this month. Looks like puts me ahead this month. $3,172.
Oh my God.
All right, what's it to even me up?
1,586.
1,000?
Wow, Mr. Moneybags, huh? Commercial thing, it's turning a profit.
How could there not be a profit?
He's so confident. But he also doesn't want to accept defeat. That's one of Jimmy's flaws, is he never knows when to stop. Who is
that's
it?
Chinese food. No, I got this.
$24.
Yeah, keep the change.
$1.
Yeah, we can make it 0.
I like that. He's like, we can make it 0. Oh, Nacho's here.
Jeez! Relax.
It's hard to relax. You broke into this man's house.
I want to do some business, like before.
Stealing my baseball cards?
I'm not here for your baseball cards.
There's better ways to approach this, Nacho. You didn't have to break into this man's heavily guarded home.
Can you get more of these?
Get a prescription and go to a pharmacist.
I need those capsules empty with those exact markings.
The place I work doesn't make these, but I could probably get some samples diverted on an R&D request.
So do it.
I mean, what's the point?
I need them.
He's gonna fill it with something else.
If I don't get them, are you gonna threaten me, break my legs?
You get me those pills, and I'm gonna pay you $20,000.
That's a good deal. It's a very good deal. I like that Nacho doesn't automatically resort to violence. It seems like that's never his first avenue to go down. He's not mindlessly. Oh, he went through the back door. Okay, that's. Did you put a security system back there? Are you sure you were thorough enough? Oh, we got Mike. But yeah, Nacho is nothing like Tuco. Tuco's first inclination is to immediately go for violence, and Nacho really tries to think out every situation, and he purposely tries to avoid it. I do like him.
Hey, Pop. I have a couple of volunteers here. Want help?
Well, thanks, but I think I'm good.
Certainly not after you bought all the supplies. At least let the church reimburse you.
It's a donation.
Just point and tell us what to do.
Take the help, Mike.
How about you dump one of those packs into the wheelbarrow? You fill that bucket up to the brim with water.
You got it.
Okay.
I'm ready. What can I do?
I think we're covered.
Am I doing this right?
Why don't you try using this instead?
Excuse me?
It's for the walkway, so the kids don't slip when it gets wet.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Interesting. I want to stomp in the cement so bad.
You're Kaylee's Pop-Pop, right?
I am the very proud grandfather.
I'm Anita.
Mike,
Nice to meet you, Mike.
thanks for helping.
Well, thank you for not trying to do this all by yourself.
Yeah. For Mike, that's a big task to accept help. So I'm proud that he was able to do that. He's smiling. Something's about to go wrong.
Carl, hold the fort for a few minutes, would you?
You got it, Mike.
You're here.
What's your idea of stealth?
He's not very good at it.
I never claimed to be good at this. Well, that's why I'm here. I want to hire you again as my backup man. Same terms as before.
Don't get involved with whatever it is you're getting involved with.
I'm involved already.
Oh my god.
I'm not.
Ooh. Oh, he's avoiding this.
It's Nacho Varga.
He stole my baseball cards. Last time, I won't let him do it again.
He broke into my house. He got past my security system. I have no idea how.
All he had to do was unplug your phone lines.
That's it?
What do you want?
Empty Lydrostel capsules. I mean, he offered me money, way more than they're even worth. I'm afraid if I don't do it, or even if I do it...
Tell him you can't get what he needs.
I already ordered them. He knows.
Then make up an excuse.
I'll give you $3,000.
I'm not interested, and you find a way out of it.
He's just trying to give you friendly advice. That man's gonna get himself killed. Especially with how sassy he is. That man was back sassing Nacho real easy. I genuinely love Kim. Like, I love her character. Arrest. God, that's what it feels like to nap.
When you told us about the disciplinary hearing, I had to do my due diligence. I read the transcripts. It was amazing. What you did to Charles, you and James set him up perfectly.
They really did.
I'm not crazy. It's 1216, one after Magna Carta.
He's like,
you think this chicanery is bad?
Breakdown of loan to deposit ratios by county. You will have to raise your loan numbers.
We were fine in Arizona.
Yes, but the FDIC requirements in Utah are different.
96%? Is it really that high? Arizona was only 79.
Again, it was, but Utah has a higher loan to deposit ratio.
I think we're gonna need to check that.
Right here.
Oh, she threw that down. She was like, test me.
You're gonna check them, or can we move on?
She means business. Kim demands respect. She knows what she's doing.
If it's 96, it's 96. Definitely an area we're gonna need to focus our
Hey, James,
attention.
that was unprofessional. I didn't mean to speak to you that way.
Don't worry, it's not a problem.
There's no excuse for talking to you like that.
I was gonna say, that was very aggressive. Like, she was like, I'm not gonna be challenged when I know it. She pulled like a, that's what Chuck did. He was like, I'm confident.
As far as I'm concerned, all we did was tear down a sick man.
That's true.
Fixed mortgage rates.
He is.
I think it's page 3.
It's easy to overlook that because of his behavior, but we're not in issues we don't really know. Kim has a lot of empathy. I guess it's also very different because from her perspective, she didn't see the absolute details that or the conversations or every single way Chuck spoke to Jimmy. Like, we see the behind the scenes. Kim doesn't.
Go! Chop, chop, come on!
What is going on here?
It doesn't sound good.
Come on.
This guy is such a Debbie Downer. I love him. He's so funny.
It's gonna start, okay?
Yeah, you definitely flooded it.
He drained the battery.
You're just listing things.
We're taking the bus.
I love that they're so dedicated. They're like, we're gonna rush too.
Hold up the bus! Fender Stratocaster signed by Richie Blackmore. You know who that is, right?
Someone no one's ever heard of.
I love him.
I hope your parents enjoy supporting you for the rest of their lives. Richie Blackmore, Deep Purple.
Another brick in the wall.
We have a problem, then.
You ready? We got the first shot all lined up. Can I walk you through it?
We hate to do this to you, but
What?
we're having second thoughts. Yeah. It seems like too much money for not a whole lot of return.
You'd be surprised. There is a lot of return.
You're gonna have the whole town thinking ABQ in tune.
But what about the time slot? Murder, She Wrote repeats? Come on.
Hey,
That is true. The slot.
We're just not convinced.
I'll shoot the spot for free.
Huh?
But when you see more traffic coming through here, then we do the other spots for the original rate.
I mean, when he puts it like that, I guess we can't.
That's the best decision you're gonna make. The best.
You can at least throw a little bit towards Jimmy. Like, you can tell he's really trying hard, just for the effort. Throw a little bit his way. It's the least you could do. He's doing so much, you know? Okay, he's not doing too hot.
You gonna catch the bus, Mr. McGill?
No, I just need to sit.
He has no idea what he's gonna do.
Mr. McGill,
That's yours. You earned it.
but you're losing money.
We'll see.
I would do the same thing if I were her. Like, you're a college student, I get it, you're broke, but at the end of the day, I'd be like, this is experience, I'm still earning something. So, anything that helps, you know?
I pulled a bunch of Alan's boxes out of the closet. Only took me 8 years. I kept his uniform, though. Can't let that go. Lord, he'd never forgive me if I let that go.
It doesn't seem to bother her, but still.
And they agreed.
Done. All yours.
You said you kept your husband's uniform. Was he on the job?
Oh, you mean the police? No. Alan was a Navy man. He was well out of the service when I lost him. Alan loved to hike. We even opened a camping supply store. This was 8 years ago. He went hiking in Gila National and never came back. They never found him. And even after all these years, not knowing how he passed or where he is, I wish it didn't matter, but it does.
It gives you closure, even just knowing. It's the unknown of like how he had his last moments. That's awful. It makes me sick to my stomach to imagine the same thing. Like if one of my loved ones went through that.
It's me. You make the deal?
Not yet. Why?
I want in.
I'm in.
Yay! Jim feels immense guilt for what they did to Chuck.
Hey, let's get out of here.
Get out where? I
Up.
can't.
No, nothing. Nothing you can do to stop this. Oh, look at this guy. Alfred Hitchcock in a rented toupee.
Come on, why would you rent a toupee?
Ew! I didn't even think about that. That's disgusting. Imagine renting it.
Can you start charging this card instead of that other one?
Yeah. He took 3 points. He's a fool. Look.
Yeah, he wants everyone to know what a big spender he is.
I got every dollar that guy owns.
I will go stand in that corner. You point me out. You're meeting Kevin Costner.
You don't look like Kevin Costner.
I look exactly like Kevin Costner.
Yes, sir.
What is this? This is a $14 glass of puke.
And he spilled it! Honestly, bullying service workers gives you yeah, that's you're put in like a different part of hell.
The trick with the coin you told me about? Or the counterfeit bill?
No, the guy's a real asshole.
Yeah, he is.
And get me a
He
real
needs to go down.
That's disgusting. Imagine talking down to someone at their job.
Here's what you do. Make eye contact with him. I'll act good and drunk, and he'll think I'm a loser. Tell him you can't leave me. Not yet. Let him know you're trying to roll me.
We're not actually doing this, right? We're just talking.
Yeah, just talking.
I keep thinking, was there another way?
Chuck, is that what you're talking about? Okay, we did what we had to do. Everything that happened was his own fault. He is not worth thinking about. Done.
I feel like Kim is having doubts about almost everything, and she's seeing a different side of Jimmy.
I bet we could get him to invest in some of Giselle St. Clair's land in South Africa.
Mining rights would be all his.
He seems kind of disappointed. Probably, I think that Jimmy feels kind of like embarrassed, in a way, ashamed. Depict. He's always doing that. Look at the rocking back and forth, always nervous.
I'm not here to rip him off. He has his stuff, right?
I need to know what you're planning. Your boss has heart problems.
You already got it all figured out. Why are you asking?
How are you gonna make the switch?
Hector keeps the pills in his coat pocket. When he hangs up his coat, I'll make the switch.
A lot of eyes on Salamanca. How are you gonna stop them from finding out it was you? Just want to make sure you know what you're getting into.
He's trying to protect his father from Hector.
Hector wants to use my dad's business. He goes to the police, which means he's a dead man.
You get caught, it could get worse.
You don't think I know who I'm dealing with?
I don't.
What are you doing?
Tell me there's a tracker. Okay, I thought there was one. I got scared for a moment. I saw like that little shape. I was like, no.
Now, if you manage to pull this off without a bullet in your head and switch those pills, then switch them back. Anyone gets an itch about the medicine not working, they're gonna look at those pills.
Mike is really clever.
You gonna let us make this deal?
You got the money? Good. Now, before we do this, I'm gonna need one more thing from you.
Honestly, seeing Mike in Better Call Saul makes me respect him that much more.
Miss Balco will see you now. Second door.
This isn't the office that he wanted to rent, right? I just see the big windows.
I have called about an issue I'm trying to address. Can you just look up my name, McGill?
Charles McGill of Hamlin McGill?
No, that's my brother. I'm Jimmy. James McGill.
Looks like you're all paid up through the year.
My license has been suspended. I was hoping I could get a refund for the time that I won't be a lawyer. Now, that's only fair, right?
We don't refund for unused malpractice insurance. If one of your clients decides they want to bring a suit against you, this continues your coverage.
They would never bring a suit against me.
See, that scares me. That scares me.
There are rules preventing us from stopping and starting coverage. When your license is reinstated next year, because of the suspension, your premiums are going to go up considerably.
How considerably?
Roughly 150%.
What? Dude, that's unaffordable.
Mr. McGill? I wish we could help you, but we just can't.
I'm just having a rough time. And I know you can't do anything. My car won't start. My gal is disappointed in me, and my brother is sick, and he's alone. Now he hates me.
Is this your brother, Charles?
He's mentally ill. He's holed up in a house with no electricity. He's making mistakes with his clients. He's mixing up numbers on important documents.
So he's selling her.
Complete mental breakdown at the bar hearing.
Oh my God.
Your brother, he had a breakdown in court?
It's in the transcripts.
He's playing her. I thought it was genuine at first.
What are you writing? No, don't write. I don't want him to get in trouble with you guys because of me. You're not going to do anything, are you?
I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm sorry. Just forget.
How did it come to his mind to just come and screw over Chuck? And he's proud of himself. Okay, wow. Oh, Jimmy, okay. So I just finished watching this latest episode of Better Call Saul. And to be honest with you, it was a bit unexpected because you saw this kind of dark side of Jimmy that we really haven't seen much of, right? So like when we got to know him, he seems so genuine and so caring and I guess because he's breaking down, everything is falling apart, he is now just lashing out. He's like, you know what? I'm going scorched earth. I'm gonna do whatever I want. It doesn't matter. But he also spoke so many truths in that last scene. So he's self-aware. And he knows what he's doing. So it's interesting to see that he's aware of his actions, he's aware of his situation, how people feel towards him, but it's not stopping his actions. Like, he's gonna lash out, he's gonna keep doing this. So it's crazy, it's wild. Criminal activities. I can't even make out who's
Let
there.
there be light.
Okay, Jimmy. Oh, Marco. Back when it was Slippin', Jimmy, and Marco.
That's where your mom used to work. I remember when we used to ditch Fourth, come in the back door, tell your folks it was a free period. Hey, how'd you get up there when you were a kid?
A couple of milk crates, you know.
I wouldn't like touching what's up there. I'd be scared that it'd be like infested with spiders and other creatures.
No. Boom. Indian head penny. We polish it up, run the coin game.
We get $150 easy.
This is actually rare. I mean, you can see it. 300 easy.
Now you're gonna tell me what your coin collection was doing up there.
It's a long story.
They're scrimping and stuff. They're trying to make ends meet or something. Guess they need it.
All right, now let's hit it.
No, there might be another one. I was, 12 or so. I was working the register. Guy comes in, he pays with a couple bucks, and this. I know what it is. It's a George Washington silver. I tell my dad, Pop, this quarter is rare. It's worth $4. Barely get the words out of my mouth. He hightails it out of here to give it back. Can't find the guy, so he tapes it to the side of the register.
His dad sounds like a saint.
So I make it disappear. Every day after school, I'm checking the till. You know, something catches my eye, I stick it in the box, put it up there for good luck.
It's a crying shame they lost this place.
My dad didn't have it in him.
Your folks worked so hard. Everybody liked him.
Everybody liked him because he was a soft touch. Every deadbeat in the neighborhood owed him money. You come in here with a sob story, you leave with a pat on the back and a gallon of milk.
He's a rare breed. I know Jimmy's like kind of disappointed at how good he was, but good guy. He was a really good guy. And I wish that Jimmy had like respect that more.
How'd you know there'd be another? What do you say? Time to get moving? Let's go.
I never pegged Jimmy to be the sentimental type. He hides it really well. That was a really kind of sad opening, to be honest with you. We never really heard too much about his mom, just a few things, but the dad seems like a really good time. Jimmy turned out to be kind of the opposite of him. Like, he has a good heart like his father, but his actions are completely polar opposites. Well, we're back here. Love him. We already know that Gus is gonna be in this episode. I follow him on Instagram. That man is such a sweetheart. I love him. He is, oh, we love him. Just like a ray of sunshine. Apparently, I just found out that, or maybe it's a rumor, that he might be like playing someone in the Marvel universe. I've been hearing a lot of big named actors are kind of like being cast in Marvel universe, so I'm kind of curious. Oh, he's going to look for their stash. Gotcha. Bingo! I like that Mike keeps himself busy with his shenanigans. Always up to something. We in luck? Are we in business? Oh, never mind! Okay, I didn't...
Off the old post road, out in the scrub. No, look, you better send some.
I like that he is self-aware.
Over here, I've recorded the location of the incident. This column gives approximate origin.
He's trying to get help. Medical.
This is very impressive, Charles.
Look at the trend. Day 1, pain of 7 and 8, even 8.5. And now, it's all 3s and 4s.
How do you see your next steps?
It won't be long before I'm back to work full time with no accommodations.
I'm actually really proud of him for getting professional help.
And I'm gonna get these lights turned back on. I want 100 people in here, spilling out onto the lawn. I want to be surrounded by friends.
He's been lonely for so long.
But Rome wasn't built in a day. I know rushing forward may be tempting, but it's important to give yourself time.
He's gonna try and speedrun it.
I'm just cautioning you not to push yourself too hard. Let's talk about the night you first called me. You sounded very distressed.
I was.
What made it so important to talk to me that night?
I had an incident, very public, that there was a battery, a fully charged battery, almost next to my skin for the better part of 2 hours. And I felt nothing. This condition, to me, it's as real as that chair. What if it's not? What if it's all in my head? If it's not real, then what have I done?
What do you mean? Okay, so he's hitting different levels of self-awareness. Although we clearly have a very specific way that we think of Chuck, not necessarily the most positive, I wish nothing but the best for each character.
I gotta hand it to you. This is the busiest weekday we've had in the last 6 months. I just got off the phone with the station. You don't even work for them.
I never said I worked for the station.
Remind me, how much is all this gonna cost?
The first one was gratis. Now we're moving on to the elite package. 7 commercials, $6,500.
The station just quoted me $450 per.
That's for airtime only. Ask them how much they charge for production.
Why do we need 7 new ones?
Oh my gosh, this guy sucks!
He did give us the first one for free. Yeah, I know. How about we pay you $450 for the one that already aired, and then we take it from there?
That commercial, it doesn't actually belong to you. Property of Saul Goodman Productions. And you can't run it without my permission.
$450 is now off the table. Yeah, and that crew of yours? Yeah, just a bunch of UNM students.
You wouldn't even be thinking about a commercial if it wasn't for me.
Oh, he's really good at talking them down.
We are not gonna pay you $6,500.
Seriously.
But he gave you
Seriously.
every idea.
Excuse us.
Look at all the business that Jimmy brought in for you guys. None of that would have happened. All those sales and stuff all that foot traffic would not be occurring if it wasn't for Jimmy. How disrespectful. Where is your integrity? Not to Jimmy, them.
Put that camera back up. Roll it. Make sure it's pointed in my direction.
Oh, he's gonna scare tactic them.
No, if you're gigging a lot.
Are you gigging a lot?
Guys.
We are with customers right now. Please, all right? Just go.
Best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Go.
It was a drumstick. It was laying loose in the aisle.
That was a slip. Slippin' Jimmy. Slippin' Jimmy at his finest.
Yes, an ambulance. That's a good idea. You guys have liability insurance, right?
Okay, so I was right. Slippin' Jimmy. Back at it again. He needs that payday.
I got a friend, Billy Gatwood. He's a driller. The poor bastard's tangled up in some kind of a interstate wrangle between Texas and New Mexico. His lawyer was a local guy, completely over his head. So Billy's fired the guy. I told him about the job you're doing for us, and I know he'd love to talk to you.
Oh my God, Howard.
Remember, Kim's got her hands full with Utah and Colorado.
As far as I'm concerned, she's proven she can fill whatever we throw at her, and then some.
But when we first started working together, I promised you Mesa Verde would be my sole focus. And I meant it.
I thought I saw some
Interrupting
familiar faces.
Howard.
Kim, sit. I insisted.
Oh, sit. He told her to sit.
I saw you got that branch approved on your original timeline after all.
We did, thanks to Ms. Wexler here.
Seems like just yesterday she was logging hours in doc review. Well, I'll get out of your hair. Best of luck to all of you.
I appreciate that we've got you all to ourselves, but I'm thinking Billy just needs a
I'm
consultation.
so sorry. Would you excuse me for just a moment?
Sure.
Are you writing a note to him or a check?
Hello again.
Howard, sit. I insist. Sorry to interrupt. I just needed to give Howard something.
This is the team from O'Malley Industries.
Oh, of course. I remember Lauren.
Good to see you again, Kim. Marie Austin. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh.
Have a wonderful lunch, Howard.
The rest of her loan? Whatever was owed for law school and stuff like that?
Kevin, if you want to give me Mr. Gatwood's number, I'd be happy to speak to him.
I leave it in your capable hands.
Good news
Love him.
is the
Love her.
filing requirements
Oh,
are very
God.
similar to what we submitted for Arizona.
And look how it looked like Howard was uncomfortable in the background. She played him well. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What the hell is this?
Look, Howard, you were very generous when I left HHM, but it never sat right with me that you covered my law school loans.
Seemed to sit right at the time.
But now that I'm able to afford it, I want to pay you back.
You know what I'm doing in there? I'm doing damage control. And I'm doing it 3 meals a day for the past 2 weeks, trying to repair the reputation of the firm after you and Jimmy dragged it through the mud.
That's the job, Howard.
Oh.
So I take you out of the mailroom, put you through law school, mentor you, and then when you leave and stab me in the back, that's my fault. Your debt is forgiven. But anything else, that's on you.
All Jimmy and I did was show the situation for what it is. And if you are hiding that from your clients, well, Howard, that's on you.
Ooh. Oh, dang. She has a way with words. To be honest with you, Howard is very formidable, but he trained the right gal. She is really good. She is sharp. Oh my gosh. She could really turn the situation back around on Howard. Kim has easily become my favorite character. I love her. Because we did watch Breaking Bad, at least I did, and I assume a majority of you who are watching with me have as well, we know this is gonna fail. Like, we know this isn't gonna work. He's making sure everything is perfect. He cannot make even a single mistake, not when it comes to Hector. What he does puts him and his family at stake. So it's gotta be perfect.
Llegaste temprano, mijo. Voy a empezar con el Continental. Agarra un poco de la gamuza dorada y ven a echarme una mano.
Sí, papá, ya voy.
Blue shirt, yellow wall. White sign.
I'm always gonna be a fan and like supportive of anyone overcoming a sickness, so I'm proud of Cha. Although he has made some really wild decisions that I can't get behind. A lot of people, you know, have very mixed opinions when it comes to the Chuck and Jimmy stuff, but you gotta give it up to him. He's doing so well. You gotta be proud of him for doing this. This is painful for him.
Yellow bananas, green grapes. Where would I find this? Soy milk?
Over there and to the left, just past the freezer aisle.
Green basket, gray floor.
All set? Yeah, courier on the way?
20 minutes.
Great. They'll need this back at Gatwood Oil by EOD. What's...
Jimmy's taking up new hobbies.
Hey.
What's up?
New guitar. Check it out.
That is something.
I sold the rest of my ads. They love the response they got. They're so impressed they threw in this baby. Signed by the one and only Richie Blackmore.
Lying on the floor helps you with your fingering?
Oh, I fell.
Oh, so his back actually hurts.
When did this happen?
Yesterday.
I saw you yesterday. You were fine.
That was Tuesday.
Did you go to the doctor?
It's not as bad as it looks. Look on the desk. There's something for you. That's my half. It's good for the next 6 weeks.
Jimmy, I wasn't...
Just take it so we're square, all right? Sorry. My back hurts like hell, and people suck.
You don't have to push yourself like this. I could cover our expenses for a while. All I'm saying is, I looked at the numbers and I can carry us.
I appreciate the thought, but no. I'll do what I have to do to take care of my half.
Okay.
I mean, you believe me, right?
Yes. Francesca, is it too late to get a hold of the courier? Cancel it and get Billy Gatwood on the phone for me.
I've got Billy Gatwood on the line. Francesca's great. She was really attentive in the beginning. What happened?
Hi, Kim Wexler. I've been reviewing your documents, and I thought I might have had to refer you to a colleague, but I think I may have a solution to your problem myself.
She's gonna take up the extra work.
Chuck. Howard. Are those groceries?
They are. That's great, Chuck. Let's go in.
Thank you.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
But unfortunately, we do have an issue we need to discuss. It concerns your malpractice insurance.
Never mind.
We should sit and talk it through.
Oh, no. Jimmy planted that seed, and that seed is growing. Okay. So he ruined the AC so that Hector would have to take off the jacket. There it is.
You're good.
Hector.
Hector doesn't even look at him. Imagine cooking in the kitchen when it's that hot. You're just dripping sweat. And you're working overheat. Dang. God dang.
What? This one looks funny. Bring it here.
Nacho's slick. I wonder how he's gonna do it.
You see, is it fake?
The cook in the back.
No, it's fine. I'm so sorry, Don Hector.
How is he not gonna hear the shake? God, I'm so nervous. Nacho's nervous too. It's like I know it's gonna fail, but like I can't help but it's being so tense.
Carlos.
Nacho, that crew won't bother us no more.
Hey, do me a favor. Shut up. You're good.
See you next week.
My heart is pounding. It's like, is Hector gonna catch him? Okay, he made this. So he got the pills. He made the switch. That's all about swapping them back. Well, not swapping them back. Putting them back in his pocket.
Don Hector, more espresso?
Moment of truth! And goal! He got it! Goal! He did it. But you're gonna have to switch it back, like Mike said. How do you have a plan for that?
McGill, keep it moving.
That man has a hurt back.
Sir, it's my kid. My mom just called.
You're not supposed to be on the phone.
I know, he's in the hospital. Please, can I go?
Sure, you can go, but you're not getting credit.
I have to get my hours done this week. Judge says so.
Sounds like that's on you.
His daughter is sick. She's in the hospital. There's gotta be some kind of leeway, like you got a doctor's note or something.
Hey, buddy, you want to get out of here? How much is it worth to you?
What?
I'm the guy who's gonna get you out of here and let you keep your hours.
How you gonna do that?
$700 and you're gone.
I don't have $700.
Hey, you got a couple grand in your sock.
$700. You can get me out of here.
He's slick. He's been watching you.
You can do what you gotta do.
Go pick up trash. Come on.
The hell's this?
Hurt my back.
You're not getting your hours.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna give me my hours.
How do you figure that?
Because if you don't, I'm gonna sue you.
But you signed a waiver.
Signed a waiver with the city, but I'm not suing the city. You can't do that.
I feel like that should be in the waiver. Something.
This is the land of the free and the home of the lawsuit.
That is so true. That is the best way to describe the U.S.
I think I'll bring that guy in with me and make it a class action thing. You knowingly prevented him from visiting his child in the hospital. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. I can also sue you for failure to approve community service hours. Maybe I throw in failure to treat and mitigate damages suffered by me due to injuries sustained under your watch.
You're never gonna win that.
Maybe not. Do some math. Let's see. A lawyer's gonna cost you about $90 an hour. You're looking at 8 to 12 months of litigation minimum. You got a car? You got a house? A pension? Kiss it all goodbye. In court, you are little people.
Yeah, so Slippin' Jimmy's back. He really be scamming out here.
You can go to your wife, you can explain to her you're about to lose your
Really
job,
skirting the
your
line
pension,
here.
or let my friend here visit his sick daughter in the hospital, and you can let me rest my back. Oh, and we keep our hours.
Fine, asshole.
And it worked. And he's not too happy about it.
Well, go on. Get out of here.
That's 700 I done never spent. Here you go. I'm out.
All right.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
the best 700 Jimmy's ever
Yo, I'm on
made,
my way.
too. That was slick. And he's laying on his back, rested. And this is where we're at. Jimmy tried to take the high road. He tried to be a good guy. But he realized that that life's not for him. This is way easier and it's way cushier and comfier. And he likes it. And that's where we see Saul Goodman. It's really subtle, like the transition from like Jimmy to Saul. Like it spans quite some time. But just actions like that show that it is happening.
I've got a problem. I've got cash I can't spend. If anything happens to me, my family will never see it. You opened this place to solve a similar problem.
It would be unwise for us to be publicly associated.
Because of the Salamancas.
If they were to take notice, there would be consequences for both of us.
I'm thinking a paper transaction.
Even so, perhaps there is a way. One with a degree more difficulty.
Would 20% overcome this difficulty?
I would not take money from your family.
Oh. It's funny. Gus is such a... He holds a lot of integrity. He's a man of honor, but he does deplorable things. But he's got a code, and he will always stick by it. Gus is a really interesting character. I love how even now his lore just continues to get deeper and deeper. Oh, dang. So that scene with Nacho switching the meds for Hector was one of the most intense moments I think we have experienced in Better Call Saul so far. Now we also, on top of that, Chuck is getting help. He is actually getting professional help, which I'm very impressed by. And to see it improving, it's a great thing. Although Chuck is doing better, Jimmy clearly isn't. He is going the slippin' route. He literally slipped in the music store. He slipped on a drumstick. He's really going back to Slippin' Jimmy, and it kind of descends down turns into Saul Goodman. All of this was a catalyst because of Chuck, you know? I think Jimmy would have been a very fine lawyer who did everything by the book and was really successful. Also, I just want to say, Kim, she's got guts. Her standing up to Howard like that, writing him a check while he's at lunch with clients and slipping it to him and then hitting him with the sit, I insist. Ooh, God, this was a good episode. This was really solid. I feel like we have so many different storylines going on, but it doesn't feel overwhelming at all. It feels so natural and it just makes you want more and more. So really good. Good episode. I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.